Hi everyone, welcome to English class. And today we are talking about analytical exposition text. This material is in grade 11 of senior high school. Well, class, before we start our discussion, let's pray together. Pray, begin. Finish. Thank you very much. During this pandemic, all students must stay at home. But I hope that although you are at home and you must stay at home, please keep learning. Okay, keep learning. Well, class, let's see for analytical exposition text. And here are the knowledge competence and skill competence. The knowledge competence and skill competence are the competence that are in curriculum 2013, and all students are supposed to achieve this competence. In this competence, 3.4 and 4.4, the students are supposed to master and compare the social functions, structures, and language features of analytical exposition. That is for knowledge. And for skill competence, the students are supposed to understand about the social functions, generic structures, and language features. And the students are supposed to create analytical exposition text, both written and spoken. Okay, now I try to give you listening. Listening is one of the perceptive skill. So by listening, you will get a comprehensible input. So for the next, you can have productive skill. Well, class after this, I will play. If you are difficult to listen and if you want to play again, so you just pause and then replay this video. Ready? 3, 2, and 1.
The importance of education. Education is the most important among all of us. Education plays a very important role in your life. For living a luxurious life or for living a better life, you should be educated. Education is that which transforms a person to live a better life and even in a social well-being. Education is the one that doing something constructive in our near future. It helps a persons to show their past by their mind and spirit. It gives you a lot of knowledge in whatever aspect. Education plays a vital role in your success in the personal growth. The more you have knowledge, the more you grow. Being educated and earning a professional degree prepares you to be a part in reputed organizations, companies, or institutions. In today's competitive world, education is necessity for man after food, clothing, and shelter. Education is the solution of any problem. It is the only education which promotes good habit, values, and awareness towards anything like terrorism, corruption, and much more. Education is the strength to a person, and education's need to a person.
Okay, that's our first listening. And class, I will play once more, and it's time. Now it's time for you to fill in the blank from number 1 until number 10. While you are listening, you must fill in the blank. Okay, in this second replay. And if you want to, what is that? Stop this video while you are listening. That's okay. or you just what is that? You just listen to all the whole listening. So up to you. Well, again, for this second replay, I want you to fill in the blank from number 1 until number 10. 3, 2, 1.
The importance of education. Education is the most important among all of us. Education plays a very important role in your life. For living a luxurious life or for living a better life, you should be educated. Education is that which transforms a person to live a better life and even in a social well-being. Education is the one that doing something constructive in our near future. It helps a person to show their past by their mind and spirit. It gives you a lot of knowledge in whatever aspect. Education plays a vital role in your success in the personal growth. The more you have knowledge, the more you grow. Being educated and earning a professional degree prepares you to be a part in reputed organizations, companies, or institutions. In today's competitive world, education is necessity for man after food, clothing, and shelter. Education is the solution of any problem. It is the only education which promotes good habit, values, and awareness towards anything like terrorism, corruptions, and much more. Education is the strength to a person and education's need to a person.
Okay, that's the second play. Uh, we can analyze that for from the first play you just listened, and the second play you try to fill in the play number 1 until number 10. And once more I will play the recording so you can check your answer whether your answers are correct or not. Okay, again, I will play the third times so you can check your answer are correct or not. 3, 2, 1.
The importance of education. Education is the most important among all of us. Education plays a very important role in your life. For living a luxurious life or for living a better life, you should be educated. Education is that which transforms a person to live a better life and even in a social well-being. Education is the one that doing something constructive in our near future. It helps a person to show their past by their mind and spirit. It gives you a lot of knowledge in whatever aspect. Education plays a vital role in your success in the personal growth. The more you have knowledge, the more you grow. Being educated and earning a professional degree prepares you to be a part in reputed organizations, companies, or institutions. In today's competitive world, education is necessity for man after food, clothing, and shelter. Education is the solution of any problem. It is the only education which promotes good habit, values, and awareness towards anything like terrorism, corruptions, and much more. Education is the strength to a person and education's need to a person.
Okay, great. That's the third and the last play of the recording. And I hope that you can answer correctly for all blanks, yeah? Let's see. Let's see. Ready, class? Well, here you are. Yeah, here you are. Okay, number 1, the answer is important. Number 2, should. Number 3, transforms. Number 4, helps. Number 5, knowledge. Number 6, growth. Number 7, professional. Number 8, necessity. Number 9, promote. and number 10, strengths. Okay, so how many questions are or how many correct answers do you have? Okay, I hope that you can answer all questions. You can fill in the blank, all the blanks correctly. Okay. Well, class, the next is reading time. So, listening and reading are perceptive skill. By listening and reading, you will have comprehensible input. Again, by listening and reading, you will have comprehensible input. In this reading section, the title of the text is The Importance of Drinking Water. Well, I will give you 1 or 2 minutes to read. Remember, you have to read silently and try to understand about the text. Ready? 1 or 2 minutes. Start from right now. Okay, thank you. I think time is up. But if you need more time, you can pause this video. So that's why you can have more time and have time to understand about the text. Okay. And next, I have some questions for you. Yes, there are 10 questions based on the text. Number 1. Why does the writer write the text? Again, why does the writer write the text? Yeah. This is what is that? This is a difficult question actually. Why? Because the answer is not really in this text, but by reading comprehensively, by reading silently, I hope that you can understand about the text, so you can find the informations about why does the writer write the text. So the answer is, yeah, the writer wants to tell about the importance of drinking water, or in general, the purpose is to persuade the reader that something is important to be discussed. Yep. We go to questions number 2. What is the topic of the text? Okay. Uh, what is the topic of the text here? It is included in lower thinking skill. Yeah. If number 1, higher thinking skill, you have to think critically about the questions and how to answer it. And number 2, the topic. What is the topic of the text? This is included in lower thinking skill. Why? Because yes, we can see from. Yep, you're right. We can see from the title the importance of drinking water. So the topic of the text is the importance of drinking water. Good. We go to questions number 3. How does the writer open the text? Okay, open the text. Talking about open the text. So we have to see, yes, we have to see the first paragraph in this text. Good. So the writer opens by, yes, giving questions. Giving questions and general statement. Great. Next, we go to questions number 4. How many reasons are there? Okay, reason of what? Yes, reasons of the importance of drinking water. Yes, we can see. Uh, okay, we can see here. Firstly, Next, yes. Secondly, next. Furthermore, next. Additionally. Okay, so how many reasons? Yes, there are four reasons of the importance of drinking water. Next question. What is the first reason? Okay, great question, I think. And here is the first reason. Yeah, water is used by the body to digest food and help transport nutrients throughout the body. Good. And how? What is the second reason? Question number 6. What is the second reason? Good. So the second reason is that it helps kidney work. Good. We go to questions number 7. What is the third reason? Let's see. Firstly, the second reason. So the third is yes. Furthermore, drinking water can moisturize our skin. So the third reason is yes. Drinking water can moisturize our skin. We go to questions number 8. What is the fourth reason? This one. Good. Drinking enough water every day can also improve the functions of our brain. Nice. And questions number 9. How does the writer end the text? Yes, because end the text means that it can be seen in the last paragraph. Okay, so the writer ends the text by yes, giving conclusion. Giving conclusion. Questions number 10. What do you think about the language use? Okay, so after reading the text and then answering the questions number 1 until number 9, yeah, we can see from the text that the language used in the analytical exposition is yes, one of them. Analytical exposition use simple present. Why? Because this is talking about general truth and like opinion. Okay, and then we can analyze by we can analyze again by reading, yes, by reading the text. Okay, thank you. Those are perceptive skill, listening and reading. And now let's analyze. Yes, the first is talking about social function. After we have listening and reading, we can see or we can know about social function. An analytical exposition text is argumentative essays. It is an essay which analyzes an issue of situation. It is a text which evaluates a topic critically, but focuses only one side of an argument. There are kinds of texts which belong to analytical exposition: speeches or lectures, letters to editorials, articles of newspapers or magazine, essays, and leaflet or pamphlet. So, we can say in a simple sentence that the social functions of analytical exposition text is yes, persuade the reader that something is important to be discussed. Good. Next, after social functions, yes. After analyze the two texts in listening and reading, we can see about the generic structures of analytical exposition. The first one is thesis. It introduces the topic, and usually this kind of part in analytical exposition text in thesis uh, is in the form of general statement. Next, number two is arguments. Arguments or opinion. The arguments support the thesis, and they contain arguments supported by evidence and explanations. Yes, here you are. The writer not only give arguments or opinions, but also the writer gives like evidence and clear explanations to uh, persuade the reader, about the topic. Well, especially for arguments, it is usually more than one, so it can be two, three, four, and many more. The last one is reiteration. Yes, reiterations or conclusion. It restates the point of view of the writer or to strengthen the thesis. In reiterations, the writer concludes the whole thing about the text. Conclusion. Well, class, from listening and reading, we also know about the language features. The first one is analytical exposition focuses on generic humans or non-human participants. The second, it uses expressions of stating opinion. I believe or I think. I believe recycling plastic can reduce the pollution. I think government should find people who litters. So, stating opinion or arguments. The next is it uses simple present tense. Most analytical expositions use simple present tense and passive voice. Why use present tense? Because the writer gives opinion and the statement usually in general statement. Passive voice way because only focus on human or non-human participant. So we don't pay attention much about the doer, but we pay attention much in the topic itself. Okay, the next is time connectivities. Well, uh, they are very important in analytical exposition, especially for arguments. Okay, arguments such as first, second, third, finally. They help us give a structured view of what we are writing. Okay. Well, the next causal conjunction. So in analytical expositions, there are also causal conjunctions such as consequently, therefore, based on the arguments. Next, the language features of analytical exposition, use of emotive words. For example, terrible, critical, amazed, disgusting, and many more to persuade the readers. Remember, to persuade the readers. The next use of mental verb, for example, think, decide, consider, and believe. The last, analytical exposition, uses persuasive techniques such as generalizations to support their arguments, evidence, and facts, and exaggerations to make things better or worse. Okay, so all of the arguments are only in one side, so can be better or can be worse arguments like that about the topic. About the topic. Well, yes. Now we go to practice writing and speaking. As I said to you before, that the perceptive skill are listening and reading. By listening and reading, you will have comprehensible input. Okay, again, by listening and reading, you will have comprehensible input. And now, how about writing and speaking? Yes, they are productive input. Next, let's discuss about writing and speaking. Well, class, when you want to write analytical exposition, yeah, as in the competency, basic competence in curriculum 2013, especially for 3.4 and 4.4, yeah, in 4.4, in skill competence, the students are supposed to write, yeah, first to write and second to speak because they are productive. The students are supposed to create analytical exposition in written and spoken. When you write analytical expositions, your writing must contain first content, second text organization, third word choice, fourth mechanics. Content first. The content must be based on the topic. It is relevant to the topic. So you have to give your like good paragraph based on the topic. So your paragraph, your sentences, start from the first until the end, must connect to the topic. Number two, text organization. The well-developed text has a series of connected and clear events that flow smoothly and logically. In text organizations, so the first usually in paragraph, yeah, main idea, and then the next, yes, supporting ideas. So the supporting ideas, the function is to support the main ideas. So they uh, they are arranged logically. The third, word choices. The author uses vivid words and phrases, various vocabularies. So please avoid repeating the same words. Number four, mechanic. It includes punctuations, capitulations, and spelling. Remember, class, when you want to write analytical exposition, yes, you have to really pay attention about punctuations. Make sure that your punctuations are correct. Capitalization, okay, and spelling. That's about writing, and we go to speaking. Well, the second productive skill is speaking. Uh, yeah, we can say that most of students think that speaking is more difficult than other skill. But actually, if you have what is it? If you have done the stage, for example, listening and reading, it means that you have got the knowledge. So by those knowledge, you can create, you can express by speaking. Well, when you speak, your performance must have first idea, second pronunciation, third fluency, and the fourth attitude. Number one, idea. The content is well informed and it includes general statement, arguments, and conclusion. Here, it is clear that your speaking of analytical exposition must have general statement or thesis, arguments, and conclusion. Again, your idea must include general statement, arguments, and conclusion. Two, pronunciations. Well, the pronunciations is comprehensible and correct, so clear. The third, fluency. The speaker can speak fluently and clearly. Well, when you want to speak, make sure that you can speak fluently and clearly. This is not easy action, yeah, but you can practice more and more. Again, you can practice more and more, not only once, twice, three times, but you can do, you can do many times, as long as you can. Next, the fourth is attitude. Yeah, it is unique because some teachers will see your attitudes. Why? Nah, especially for this, in analytical exposition, attitude is very important. Why? Because we can see from the social functions of analytical expositions that to persuade the reader that something is important to be discussed. Okay, so you have to speak with enthusiasm and self-confidence to, yes, persuade the reader. Again, attitude is very important to persuade the reader. You have to speak with enthusiasm and self-confidence. Okay, yeah, great. I think, yeah, this is the last slide, and answer this is thank you. Well, class, I like this. Today, yeah, we have listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Listening and reading are the perceptive skill, so you will have or you will get comprehensible input by listening and reading. The next, writing and speaking. Writing and speaking are productive skill. After you have known or after you have got knowledge, you can share your ideas in written or spoken text. Okay, I hope that you can understand more about analytical exposition text. Well, uh, that's the last slide that we have today. And then, yeah, thank you very much for today. See you. Bye bye.